everybody, welcome to or welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Shrees and I like to talk about style, beauty, hair, travel, and what it looks like to not look like what you're going through. Under the surface conversations, child, we just present my life and whatever is going on that day. Today, I'm going to be telling y'all about my hair story. I know I got braids in my hair. No, it's not weave because it's my hair. If you're not following me or haven't seen my shorts, my video where I did a blowout, it has reached over 1 million views on YouTube. I'm so excited. It's like my second super uber viral video this year. The other one was on TikTok. Anyways, child, we were talking about my hair. And if you've seen some of my hair content, then
Can I give you a hug?
Yes. Thank you. You scared me.
Sorry.
It's okay. They sweet. I mean, how you gonna be mad? Barely threw my dread thought off. Anyways, most of the comments were, how did you get your hair so long? There are so many people that I follow on whose hair are longer than mine. They are my hair goals. I am happy to be your hair goals. So I'm not necessarily going to share how I got my hair this long. I'm going to share my story, and in that you will see it really ain't nothing that I did to get my hair done, more than just being consistent with a routine or leaving my hair alone, not doing certain things. I have had my hair cut so many times. We're gonna get into that. If you want to know products and stuff that I use, because I have these mini braids in my hair, I'm definitely going to be and have already recorded some product styling videos. I will be doing more of that, so make sure you are subscribed to my channel and following me on TikTok and Instagram. I have a Shop My and a Sephora storefront link and an Amazon storefront. All of that will be in the description because we're not necessarily doing a product video today. This is just my hair story. So if you want to know about that, then keep watching. I don't think that I've done a hair story on my YouTube channel. I feel like if I did, I skated over it. Bless you. If you hear a little person in the background talking or an iPad, it's Thanksgiving week, school's out, my nephew's up. It's early in the morning. Why is he up? I don't know. The girls are asleep. But anyways, he might pop his head in here. He may or may not. Thanksgiving's tomorrow. I wanted to do my makeup, and why not just tell you more about my hair story. I got my hair braided. This is my hair. We have some human extensions in the front, and I mean at the very, very tip of this. When I take these out, I'll show you where my hair stops at. I can't even cut this hair because my hair is blended in with it. Anyways, hair story. Let me get my makeup together. Bless you. He likes to do this thing if you don't immediately say bless you. Is nobody not gonna say bless you? I got this thing on my cheek. I feel like it's a burn, but I haven't really been using any strong chemicals on my face. I don't know where it would have come from. If it ain't gone by Friday, today's Wednesday, I'm going to see a dermatologist. I don't play about my skin. I'll also put all of my makeup products. They are already on my Shop My link and also my Sephora storefront if you're interested. Like most girls, I want to be on the Just For Me box. I need to color correct this little thing because I don't even know what's going on. I don't even know what this is, but we must color correct it. Anyways, yeah. Wanted to be on the Just For Me box like all the other girls. You okay? Yeah. And because I had a relaxer. According to my mama, I had a lot of hair. What that hair looked like post relaxer, I don't know. I do know my mom would tell me that my dad was upset that she put a relaxer in my hair. I do know that. And my mom had me in high school, so She probably knew what to do with all her hair anyway, because she had a relaxer. Let's fast forward. I always had a relaxer. I'm in college. This is 2008. I'm at the University by the Sea. I'm at Savannah State. And I just, for some reason, for no rhyme or reason, I just stopped getting a relaxer. I just stopped getting perm. I don't even think there was a real reason why. I just wanted to, I think it had been a few months since I've had it, and I like saw this curly hair coming through my scalp, because you know, you wait like 6 weeks, you suck out the perm on your hair. I was like, I wonder what this hair looks like growing out some more. Like, what does this look like? And so I didn't get a perm for a year. This looks gray. Ooh. I end up growing my hair out. At the time, my mom is a licensed cosmetologist, so I think I was a sophomore, and I ended up being like, I think I want to cut my hair. The roots were thick. I mean, they were thick. She was just like, you sure? Looked at me like I was crazy. Like, I had a good head of hair, but at the time, I had been experimenting with cuts anyway. I forget, I did get a sew-in. I think I might have a picture of the sew-in that I had, just to see what my hair looked like curly, because I thought I had these little coils coming from out of my head. I thought my hair was gonna be curly. Didn't have any references. Nobody in my family was natural. Everybody had a perm. I had, between my mom and my other aunt, they were beauticians, so my hair was always done. I just didn't have any reference. It was not popularized to be natural at the time. And so I saw my hair, I was just like, why not? I don't know, 20 maybe? I don't know how old I was, I don't feel like doing that. Initially cut it, and then, you know, after we washed it and everything, we ended up having to go back in just to get the little straggler straight relaxed pieces. And that was it. I cut all my hair off. I loved it. My hair was super easy to style in the beginning. I wore my little twist. And the twist that I wore, I wouldn't keep them in my hair for like a long period of time, because I used to call them like little doodles. Like, I look like a little cartoon character to me. But I would wear them for like maybe 1 or 2 days, and then I would wear a little twist out. And it was so easy because my hair was just so short and just so easy to do. And then it ends up growing out in this weird shape, and then I end up getting it cut into like a formidable fro, if you will. And that was it. I did not straighten my hair for 2 years at that point. So let's fast forward a few years. I don't know what year it is. It might be 2015 or maybe 2016. Back then, because it was not popular to do natural hairstyling back then, I would always get asked questions about confidence. And I was just like, I never really had confidence issues. I mean, you know, here and there as a teenager, overall, not really, especially not around my hair or how I look. That ain't never been my problem. My problem's always been about hair, but it ain't never been like with how I look or how I present myself. I've never had that problem. I just haven't. I don't know if that's conceited or whatever it is. Maybe, you know, having grandparents and my parents, you know, just instill in me, not even my beauty, but like my worth and what I should and shouldn't settle for, that had been instilled in me my entire life. So I had no confidence issues around that. I was like going through a quarter life crisis. Throughout this time frame, I had graduated, I moved to Atlanta, I moved from Atlanta, I had a really great job, but I just could not get jiggy with it, and primarily because I was having issues with people that I was working with. And you get a lot of egotistical college students together and you give them some money and a title, babe, we don't know how to act. So me and the girl that I used to work with, we used to be about ready to throw hands at each other. Like I remember our operations like manager over our entire building, like she had a come to Jesus talk with us because she just sensed the tension between me and this person. It was crazy. And I don't even know if we ever like got to the root of what our issues were with each other. I just think that our personalities were so totally different. So to alleviate that, they ended up like putting us across separate parts of the building. And I mean, this is a massive warehouse. I was in management. I'm glad, you know, she tried to work with us. This was a Black woman. And so anyway, she really tried to work with us. And all of us ended up quitting anyway. Because the environment there was so toxic. It ended up growing to be so toxic when they changed my immediate manager. They moved Eric from being my manager to this other guy, and I literally hated his guts. Hated him. Because who you talking to like that? You ain't talking to me stupid out the side of your neck. You better go back to wherever you from with that. Like, no. Anyway, so I moved back home, and I was just like, I remember telling my parents, I am having a really hard time, like I'm struggling. My doctor wrote me out on this short-term disability because I was so depressed and so stressed. I was literally having panic attacks. And I told my parents, I was like, I don't know what's going on with me, but I know that I don't like where I am. And I don't feel like I'm safe by myself. And so my parents told me to come home. I came home, I stayed, I worked for the end of that. I'm looking back and forth because I'm looking in the mirror. I worked the rest of that calendar year, and my brother came to pick me up, and I was so stressed. My face was a mess. You see this thing right here? Did you see that? Imagine that being cystic acne all over the face. And I mean, I had craters all over my face. It was a mess. My brother was shocked when he had told me because I hadn't seen anybody for months. Let's fast forward. I moved home. I ended up getting a great little office job, real cute, loved that. Started getting my hair blown out a little bit more, not too frequently. And then at some point, I entered my quarter life crisis. And I don't know what it was. I think I was just like spiritually like searching. And I was just like, God, I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. And at the time, my hair is really long. I've now dyed it like a auburn copper color. Got some highlights in it, really pretty. And I just got depressed. I was depressed. I would wash my hair and I would not comb it and like detangle it. I would just throw it back in a puff. And I wore that puff for months. I don't know what year this is. And it's like 2016, maybe 2017, maybe 2016. We're in between 15 and 17 now. So we have a family reunion. I end up getting my hair wet and I wash it. And I was just like, let me just give my hair a really good thorough wash. And I washed it and I literally could not put a comb through it. The middle of my hair was matted. So I end up making an appointment with my hairstylist, and when I got there, she was distraught herself. She was like, Sharice, what happened to your hair? And she tried to detangle it, and she was like, I can't detangle it. She was just like, we're gonna have to cut it. I was like, what you mean you got to cut it? And I think I cried a little bit. I was just like, oh my gosh, just do it. So most of it was in the middle and towards the back. So she ended up giving me this bob and I actually loved it. And it was kind of like a little reset for the time being. Wore that, my hair grew out again. I get in a relationship. It was a mess, child. Let's fast forward. This is irrelevant. A year later or so, we broke up, and I'm just like, ugh, I just need a change. And so I ended up locking my hair. And I had always said that I would lock my hair, and I was just like, look, why not? Let's do it. It was kind of like a, what movie was that? Deliver Us from Evil moment. Like, you know, women do stuff to their hair. That, obviously that's me. And I did that, and I locked my hair, and I loved it. And this is where things are gonna take a turn. I loved my hair. My locks were so beautiful. The color was actually from the old color that I had from when I initially had, before my haircut into the bob. That was the hair that had grew out the colors, like from the pictures and stuff that I'm putting in. We are now in 2021. My hair is now fully locked, and I love it. My brother gets sick. This is July of 2021. My brother got sick, and not only did my brother get sick, my mama was sick, my daddy was sick, my nieces were sick. This is COVID. My grandmother was sick. Everybody was sick. And I had just seen everyone, but for some reason, I didn't get sick. I don't know why. I don't know why. I don't even want to say that it was that particular part was God, but I do think what happened in between that time that I'm going to get to was definitely God. But yeah, everybody got sick except for me. I feel completely, totally helpless. And I'm just like, I don't know what to do with myself. I'm in Charlotte now. So I'm now living in Charlotte. We're going to try to do this without me having a meltdown. Although I feel good today, which was the holidays. And I was just like, I'm gonna cut my hair. I don't know what to do with myself. I'm home, I'm bored. I can't go home. I can't see my family. We're back on a lockdown. I don't know what to do with myself. I end up snipping my locks away. Yes. And I was just like, I really couldn't wait to tell my brother, because my brother did not like my locks. So I didn't cut them because he didn't like them. Obviously, I didn't care. But I just felt so helpless, and I did not know what to do. I thought at one point that everybody close to me was gonna die. And that's what I did. I cut my hair. That in August, I think I did that on August 6th or August 7th, because it was a few days before my dad's birthday, but my brother had already been put under on life support. So I was just fully expecting to show him when he woke up what I did to my hair. And a month later, brother dies. But not to be dramatic like that. I remember telling my parents, and I was just like, oh, I got my hair. I was like, I don't know what to do. I can't see y'all. I didn't have anybody to talk me from out of doing it. So, okay, now my brother's gone, and I don't have any hair. You know, the hair thing is the least of my worries. I had locks, so I was accustomed not doing much to my hair anyway, which was great. So now my hair is short again. I don't have to put a lot of time into thinking about doing my hair and grieving. And good thing I didn't have to worry about doing my hair, because stuff was just unraveling left and right. By the way, I had ended up breaking my ankle and was in physical therapy for the better part of almost a year and a half. And I ended up having reconstructive surgery. So good thing I didn't have any hair, because life was getting crazy. And this is the result of my cutting my locks. And I think the beautiful part about me cutting my hair and this whole process is, and now like everybody in my platforms now growing exponentially just by me sharing my hair story. Let me tell you really quickly about my hairstylist. Tony was my best friend's hairstylist when she, yes. Yes, let me turn the TV on for you. It's just like she wanted to braid my hair. And I was like, okay, cool, you braid my hair. There he goes. Ooh, this Hudo Beauty start.
Can we do face one first?
Hmm?
Can we do Papa Joe one first?
It's alright. I already turned it on. What?
Papa Joe face one.
What is phase one?
Papa Joe face one.
I don't know what that is, Kanan. She ends up doing my hair, and then, you know, as we talk, she lost her brother when she was younger. So I was just like, oh my gosh. So we had that in common. We had in common that we lived in Georgia. I think Tony's from Atlanta, but she lived in Savannah, and then I'm from Savannah. It was just kind of crazy how all of that happened. And then my hairstylist that I had at the time was looking for a assistant, and I was like, oh, you should apply for this. Like, she has. What do you need help with? What is Paw Patrol Phase 1? I don't know what that is. You want to start it over? Well, okay, let me see. What? So my hairstylist needed an assistant, and I was like, Tony, you should apply for this. Like, she has like elite clientele, like professional women, wags. Like, this is the clientele that you probably are gonna want. So she gets the job, and she's now the assistant. And at this point, my hair has grown out, and at some point I want to stop like getting blowouts. Not that I was getting them too frequently. I was probably seeing her maybe every 6 weeks just to get my hair blown out. And I'm like, Tony, do you do natural hairstyles? And she's just like, yes. And I was just like, oh my gosh, like, I want to like limit the heat that I'm putting on my hair. Like, I would love to start wearing more twist. Like, my hair is now growing out to where the twist that I was doing myself is becoming a little bit too much. Like, I don't want to do it. And she's like, yeah. So I started wearing twisted buns, two-strand twist. That was my go-to. I am now limiting my blowouts to 3 or 4 times a year, mostly protective styles, which, coupled with the trims, the treatments, hydration, mostly because my hair is dry, I attribute that consistency to my hair growth. My hair growth signifies to me, and the growth of like my platforms, it's just showing me how much I am growing, although I don't feel like it as a person. It's primarily because I find another video on me talking about all of this. Having lost my brother, moving again, the physical ailments, the car accident, the broken bones. Child, I have been through it, and I have been over it. And starting over, I feel like sometimes we don't realize how much growth is happening because it's happening and we're not paying attention to it. Somebody that considers myself a lazy natural, because I would rather not do my hair. I just would rather not do it. Gotten so long primarily. But I think that's the thing about growth, is happening when you don't even realize it. And not even growth as a person, but healing as well. And learning that healing, see, I did this braid tighter than the other one, so this looks crazy. Real crazy. I am learning that a lot of healing has taken place when I feel like I'm not doing anything, because my brain needed a hard reset, like from all the trauma from the last 5 years and most of the stuff I have not mentioned. Really, you just know about my brother's death and my accidents. There is the healing process and all of that, coupled with everything else that had been happening personally. It's been quite a devastating journey, and starting over, having to let go of things, of people. During this whole time, I was in another relationship. I thought we were gonna get married, and then I ended that relationship because, like I said, ain't nobody gonna be wasting my time. That's the other thing that I have learned through this entire process, which I can make another video on it, which I want to make that a whole series of things my brother's death has taught me that really didn't have to do with his death, to value my time and my life and who I give that precious asset to. Baby, my life is short. I got one life to live. I don't know when I could be called home. You cannot have that kind of access to the most valuable thing, which is me and my time. Just having learned that with my brother's death as well, and the healing that's happening, like whenever Tony trims my hair or when we get ready to like blow it out with a blow dryer and trim it, and I just feel like, Tony, I've been so stressed lately, I feel like I'm losing my hair. Like, I don't know why I would feel that way. I just feel like, because you know they say stress makes you lose your hair. Like, I just always felt that way. And she get done, she would just always be like, Sharice, you are crazy. Why do you think that you're losing your hair? She's like, if you don't, she was like, I understand why you think that, but your hair is longer. Each time she would say that, and I just wouldn't believe it. And I think that because it's not something that you completely like focus on, especially being in protective styles, being in this cocoon of protection, it's just like you aren't keenly aware of what's happening until you come to the end of that particular style or that season, and you're able to evaluate, oh my gosh, this is what's happening. This is where I grew in that area. This is how much growth has happened. I like to equate my hair in that way to what I'm growing and healing through. Like, for me to have gained these lessons since I've cut my hair, since my brother died, that's what the big significance is to me. My hair, starting over, dealing with grief, attuning and wrapping all of that into a package. And it's not necessarily its own niche. It's a lifestyle, it's my story and what I'm able and what I want to share. That part resonating with people. And that is one of the avenues that the Lord wants me to reach people, and to let people know that just because this tragedy happened, that doesn't mean that in the midst of what grief is, that life stops. Here's what Sharice is doing, and maybe that you can do, because that's the other thing. I just feel like we have been just not fully equipped and prepared for grief, and what the Bible says grief is, what culture says grief is, society, especially a community. I feel like a lot of those things we've lost as a whole. Things, look at me being distracted by my makeup, trying to organize things because it's like taking my mind off of stuff. You're so focused on surviving, you don't realize that you haven't grieved, or you paused grieving. Like, a part of me feels like I really still have not fully stepped into grief yet, because the way my life has been set up the last year after moving and starting over, like, I feel like I have a new chapter and a new level of grief and revelation to hit me. And that this particular time, this last year, has just been for a pruning process of God just showing me glimpses of what's to come. So that's my hair, and also that the growth is not over. There's another child coming. Who is that?
Me, I'm being
Good morning. Thank you for sitting with me. I hope that you were able to gain something from this, and I will see you guys on the next video.